Guys, Echo here, and pag-usapan natin kung ano nga ba ang nangyari kanina sa Game 7 ng Nuggets at Timberwolves. In the first quarter, both teams were able to play great offense and great defense. So in the end of the first quarter, the score is tied at 28. Then in the second quarter, Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray caught fire. Kaya nakalamang sila ng 15 points dahil dun sa dalawang yon. Though kahit lumalamang sila, yung bench production at yung key players nila na tatlo na si Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Aaron Gordon at Kevin Porter Jr. were not able to produce. Kumbaga, hindi sila nakakapag-produce kasi hindi sila nabibigyan ng shot attempts para makuha yung momentum nila. Kasi sooner or later, mauubos yung gas tank ng dalawa kasi grabe yung pace na pinapakita ng Timberwolves in the defense. Alam naman natin ng Timberwolves kilala yan sa pagiging defensive team. They take pride and honor in playing defense. So props to them. So in the end of the first half, the Denver Nuggets were up by 15. Then in the second half, in the start of the third quarter, medyo nagkaroon ulit ng momentum ang Denver Nuggets. So from 15 naging 20 yung lead nila. So 38 to 58 lamang ang Denver Nuggets. Then suddenly biglang nagkaroon ulit ng run ng Timberwolves sa pamamagitan ni Anthony Edwards kasi medyo malamig siya ng first half So, palagay ko dito siya babawi. Bumawi siya. Props to him kasi hindi niya pinipilit yung mga tira niya. Pag nakikita niyang dino-double team siya, pinapasa niya sa mga kakampi niya. Yun naman ang maganda sa taong to. Hindi siya selfish na superstar. Pag nakita niya yung double team, pinapasa niya. Kumbaga, nagde-decide siya ng maganda dun sa bola Kumbaga, he's finding the open man, ika nga. Kaya props to him. So ayun, yung 20-point lead ng Denver Nuggets natapyas. At bago magtapos yung third quarter, nakalamang pa sila ng isa sa buzzer beater ni Edwards. Kumbaga, grabe yung pinakita nilang defense. Hindi nila pina-score ang Denver Nuggets. Sipin mo yung 20-point lead na yun, sinaglit lang nila sa isang quarter and by the end of the third quarter, they were up by 1 point. Diba? Then in the fourth quarter, guys, eto na. Nagkaroon na talaga ng momentum ang Timberwolves and nung nakita ko yung buzzer beating shot ni Rudy Gobert na one-legged sambo shuffle fade away, I knew that the game was over. Kasi wala na para sa kanila talaga yung laro na yun. And nag-init na sila Nasrid, si Mike Conley was able to make timely baskets and isa pa talaga ang nagpapanalo sa kanila is si McDaniel, yung kanyang depensa at opensa, napaka-importante para makuha nila yung victory. So ayun, yun ang nangyari. Kaya sila nanalo dahil sa defense nila and they out-rebounded the Denver Nuggets. Kumbaga, pag tumira kasi yung Timberwolves, hindi na nagba-box out yung mga players ng Nuggets. So, 'di ba sa basketball, may kasabihan tayo, rebound controls the game. So they were able to control the game through getting loose ball rebounds and offensive rebounds. So props to them, 'di ba? So ayun ang nangyari. Nakakalungkot lang isipin mo home court, lamang ka ng 20 tapos matatalo ka pa. Pero isa pang nakakatuwa sa Denver Nuggets because they were able to honor the queen of the NBA, the self-proclaimed king and the only diva of the NBA by blowing a 20-point lead deficit. Props to you guys. Ang gagaling nyo. Putang ina, kayo lang yung katangi-tangi NBA team na inonor nyo yung Lakers sa pag-blow ng 20-point lead. What the fuck? NBA is really a mysterious game because you can never tell what's going to happen in the several minutes. The game is not yet decided until the buzzer sounds. And I think that's it. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.